There's workarounds for it, but it just needs to be kept in mind that they're not doing 100% of everything. They're probably getting you somewhere between 75 to 95% there, depending on what you're laying out. Then from there, so let's kind of talk through some interesting things. So with Dusty, let's keep in mind that the $1,500 is for 24 hours straight. So in theory, you could set up shifts to where you are, laying out, one guy for 8 hours. They switch, where the robot just keeps running. So it just prints for 26 straight hours, but you bring in shifts. So then that changes your pricing structure drastically. Now you might have to pay more for the human labor to be there, but it's just options. You're a business owner. These are decisions that you have to make. This is why you get paid the big dollars, because you need to make that choice and just move on. From there, if you think about it, so in the past we put things in the emulator that would say it's going to take 24 hours to print. So that's basically 3 working days. But if you do it straight through, you've now basically shaved 2 days off the schedule for an activity. So more of the floor becomes available quicker. Things to consider. So at the end of the day, the pricing is relatively similar when it all comes out in the wash. If you look at yourself over the course of a month, but it really depends on, in my opinion, more of a lease versus a buy acquisition. The pricing is relatively the same. Your costs are more controlled with HP, in my opinion, because 144 grand is kind of the most you're going to pay in a single year, in addition to obviously your loan or however you finance the equipment. But with Dusty, I don't think anyone's really going to be laying out all 260 working days in the year, and that 260 working days in the year is $390,000 plus the human. So you're probably looking at close to 500 grand. But most likely you're not laying out every day of the year. And most likely if you only got one robot, then you have to get it to every job site. Just different variables to consider.